I will be demonstrating how to make a battery interrupter for a toy. A battery interrupter will be used when there's an on-off switch and the toy automatically turns on when the battery is inserted. This is what the finished product will look like. We have a 1/8 inch mono power inline jack on this side. And here we have a double-sided printed thin circuit board made out of copper material. The first step is to solder along each edge of the copper. And the best way to do that is to take an eraser and rub the side that you will solder. Solder will stick best on a clean surface. Then place a thin strip of solder on each side. This works best if you move quickly at an even pace. The next step is to take a wire and strip both ends. I recommend holding the end with pliers, clamping around the edge slightly, and pulling with very little force. We'll have to take off enough to fully cover the length of the copper plate. It's easiest to take off a little bit at a time. We'll then pre-solder the ends of these wires and attach them to the copper wire. Since there is solder on both the wire and the copper plate, we will not need to use any more to adhere them. When we attach these, we want the insulation to come right up to the side of the plate, so in the end we leave no exposed wire. We'll slowly heat this up until the wire melds to the plate. Tug to make sure it's secure. And flip this over to do the same for the other side. We'll solder the wire to be exiting from the same side of the plate as the other wire. Once it has a few seconds to cool, tug, and ensure it's tight. At this point, we'll take wire cutters and cut the end so we have two wires exiting the same direction. Now that the wires are attached to the copper, we will size the copper plate to fit into the toy that we'd like to adapt. This is a little bit tall, so I'll use scissors or wire cutters to trim the bottom. Make sure you are wearing safety glasses for this part because pieces can fly. It's best to put the wire plate on the side with the coils.